Schools were closed, events were postponed, and everyone was stuck at home. The pandemic has had huge disruptive effects on normal life, but it was a fresh challenge for teachers to face. Literacy mapping turned into online enrollment. Seminars and meetings were converted into a virtual platform. Face-to-face classes folded into different modalities. Safety was prioritized, but learning was never compromised. With the lack of knowledge of what to do during the new normal, webinars have been very helpful in enriching our methods, approaches, and techniques. Virtual capacity building on Als literacy instruction in the new normal aimed to better understand the skills to be developed for Als learners on reading and numeracy. It also realizes the importance of appropriate pedagogy in literacy and aims to design a CLC reading and numeracy support with programs and activities in the new normal. TCSD has prepared to enhance Als implementers in providing holistic opportunity to provide and educate our learners, or as we would like to call it, Project Hope. Project Hope is a project that aims to develop Als learners holistically. The components of this project are 1. Capacitate each Als implementer on different alternative learning delivery mode, strategies, and activities that develop the literacy skills on Als learners in the new normal. Number 2, collaborate and partner to different stakeholders such as LGU, private individual, and NGOs in providing basic education needs of Als learners. Number 3, to use social media and other platforms in advocacy campaign and in teaching and learning process here in Als Tarlac City. Reaching out to our out-of-school youth and adults was made possible by various means of mapping and enrollment through drop boxes, social media posts, survey forms through Google Forms, advocacy campaigns at DZTC Radio Filipino 828 AM Tarlac and RTV Tarlac Channel 26, calling and texting prospective learners, administering flyers with the cooperation of barangay and SK officials. Distant learning was made possible by providing ample modalities. Als orientation for the opening of classes for school year 2021 to 2022 together with the barangay officials was done remotely through Google Meet. Aiding literacy was done through synchronous classes via Google Meet and asynchronous classes through Edmodo. No access to internet but want to experience digital classes? Well, recorded video lessons were posted through a Facebook group page where students can rewatch it on demand. Never delay second chances. No learner is left behind. Project Abacada or Als sa Bilangguan ng Karunungan, Dalay Pag-asa is a project that aims to help persons deprived with liberty or PDL to continue their education amidst their situation. Kabarangay Ko, Tutulungan Ko program was launched in spirit of civic unity and cooperation among Filipinos. This was made possible with the help of barangay officials and SK officials. The current situation is like a wall that teachers choose to climb to be able to reach the students. With the help of personal protective equipment such as alcohol, face masks, face shields, hairnets, and gloves, distribution and retrieval of printed materials such as modules, worksheets, and writing tasks were safely administered. We can never avoid stumbling blocks along the way. Difficulties such as absenteeism among learners is not something new. Facilitators will call the attention of learners through call, text, or even chat. This is to ensure that learners are always reminded. Also, the difficulty and confusion of lessons for learners is not new in the teaching and learning process. With this challenge, implementers provided recorded explanation of unfamiliar questions or topics. Also, supplementary materials are given to enrich the students' skills. Based on the results of A&E test for the past 3 years, the percentage of passers decreased. However, for school year 2019 to 2020, the passing rate for the Presentation Portfolio Assessment or PPA was 100%, and for school year 2020 to 2021, 99.53% passed the assessment. With the aforementioned data presented, a completion ceremony for each batch was done virtually in light of the pandemic. Als Tarlac City sees saturation of out-of-school youth and adults in the prospective implementation of the senior high school level. Also, competitions to aid improvement of learners in inter-CLC competitions in campus journalism, math Olympics, and sports fest. Further studies on implementation of AL's program on assessment, language, and tracer are to be researched for the enhancement of the program. To our learners was made possible. G.K. Chesterton said, "Education is simply the soul of a society, as it passes from one generation to another. Let us all join hands to make a world a better place."